Welcome. So in these modules, I will be talking about the different types of cement company in Nigeria and how you can register to become a distributor. I would like to quickly touch on the distributorship aspect before going into the retail aspect. So I'll first start with Dangote Cement. To become a distributor in Dangote Cement, you need to apply as a distributor, and you need to have your own CAC document, a scanned copy of your reference letter, and you have to be you have to have enough capital, because for you to start as a distributor you need to have a particular sum of money depending on the company. Some companies, they have the minimum amount of orders they can take. So after registering, you need to make sure that you have enough capital to at least make a minimum order. I think for Dangote is about 4 or 3 trucks, I'm not sure, but when you want to go there, you can as well make further enquiries. Most of their address are on Google, so you can as well search for the address to have further information about these things. And as for Lafarge requires a whole lot more, because Lafarge is is majorly an international company, and their requirements are quite tedious compared to Dangote Cement or either BUA. But for now, if you go to most of all these companies, they will tell you they are not registered, because a lot of people are have registered with them, and it's a lot more tedious to register now compared to before. So I'll quickly touch on Lafarge. So mostly for Lafarge, you need to have an existing business, a sound one that is doing well before you can even register to become their distributor. And then you need to have a minimum of 40 million naira. Yes, as I was making this video, I'm sure of that. You need to have about 40 million naira or upward, because their distributorships is divided into two. Like there's a big phase which requires about 100 million, and the other one is about 40 million. And this 40 million, you need to deposit it with them and be collecting the goods in small bits till your money is over. So also it requires you to have your company registered, bank reference letter. Lafarge, you need to have an existing business that is doing well already before you even register. So even for BUA now, BUA Cement too, I really can't touch much about BUA Cement, because I'm sure for now they are not registering. When I'm making this video, they are not registering. But anytime, wherever you are, in any part of Nigeria or wherever you are, try to go to their office to get further information about all these things I've said, because from time to time this information, they change per time depending on the needs of the company. So aside all these requirements that the companies are requesting from you, you also need to make some requirement personally for your business before you can even venture into it. You need to have a mini depot as a distributor. You need to have a mini depot. You need to have retailers that are buying for you, because it's another thing to buy from the company, it's another thing to sell to people. So you need to have your own customers, these people that are ready to buy from you, knowing fully well that you're a distributor. And most of the time, you also need to have a mini depot where you can put your goods whenever they come, and then you supply to people in small bits. Also, you need to have a mini truck. Truck too is very important in all this distribution. So I would like to talk about having fulfilled all this, you can usually start. The major constraint as a distributor is capital. But once you have your capital in place, the rest won't be hard for you, because as a distributor, you should be able to give people prices. You should be able to beat prices for your retailers in such a way that they will be able to buy from you and convince people to buy from you. Distributorship, you don't have issues with selling mostly, because if you are giving your customer the best price, I believe they will continue to buy from you. The major constraint as a distributor is having the capital. So that's why the retailing comes in. As a retailer, you don't need to have all this money to start selling. No, you don't have to. You can start as small as buying 100 bags. And I'm going to touch on two types of retailers now. There is a retailer. As a retailer, you don't need to have enough capital at all. You can start with zero capital, and you can also start with capital. For the ones with capital, these are the ones that you see by the road, the ones that they have their shop, they have their goods. If you have money that you can buy goods and put in a shop, quite good. Or you can put on a pallet, very good for you. Like the ones you see along your road, maybe your street, by the roadside. These people, they have enough money. As at now, a bag of cement costs about 4,445 thereabout. So at least if you have money for 100 bags, you can put it on your pallet, and people are retailing or reselling for over 4,700. That's a profit of over 300 naira by my calculation. So there is a lot of money you stand to make, because this industry is growing every day. People are building. Construction is always going on. So I would like to quickly touch up on the two types of retailers. So the ones that have the money to start, you have the money, you can, or you have a space where you are making your sales that is like your shop. So you can even buy as small as 100 bags to start with, and if you have money for 200, 300, 400, you can go as far as that, but and put it by your shop, and you sell gradually to people around your area. That is for retailers that have the money to start. And another type of retailer are people that they don't have the money to even buy any bags of cement, but they want to venture into cement business. They want to start reselling. Yes, you can start also if you don't have enough capital or you don't have any money to start. Yes, I have people that work with me that they don't have a shop, they don't have any money to start, but they are also selling cement. Yes. How do you go about this? You go to mostly sites or people that are into construction. You convince them to buy from you at so price. Please always make sure you always remember that there is a lot of competition in the cement business industry. So try as much as possible to beat your price, to make sure that customer patronize you. From there, they get clients all around, and they meet us, majorly the distributors, to supply them. Once they get there, they are like affiliate marketing, or let me just call them marketers. They act like marketers. They go to sites, they go to construction people, they convince them to buy from them and come to the distributor to collect these goods. Once they supply to that, the money is being paid to either to them or to distributors. From there, they make their own money. Maybe I'm selling for a retailer for maybe 4,004. The retailer is selling to that customer for 5. Because as a retailer, you should be cheaper than the ones on the road. The ones on the road, they are paying for shop, they are paying for space. So you are not paying for anything, and I believe your price should be cheaper than that. So if you are selling for 4,500, you're calling the distributor to supply. Once they make that supply, you get your own 100 naira, maybe whatever amount you put on top, whether 50, 100 or 150, depending on that, and then you make your own payment to the distributor from them. So subsequent, in this next module, I'll be talking more on these retailers and how to go about your business, how to meet customers, how to talk to customers. Thank you.